What is up, guys? It is Lucas, aka Blow Your Face Off, aka Reflex, and I am here today with my last Black Ops 3 beta gameplay. I did have a few more, but unfortunately the files of them got fucked up and they didn't record right, or you could hear people in the background messing everything up. And there's times when I would sound like I was talking to myself, that seeming like a weirdo. So yeah. This gameplay, I go 77 and 21, and it's not that great. I made a whole bunch of mistakes, but this video won't be about the gameplay or anything. This will be my overall opinion on Black Ops 3 PS4 beta and how I feel about what's been going on with the PC beta. So first off, with the PS4 beta, I felt like it was pretty good, but there was a lot of issues with, like, when they would add more to the beta or they'd do hot fixes and things like that. They messed up the servers, or they didn't really mess them up. It was the servers took a long time to update and refresh to them, and so it was almost impossible to play for, I would say, almost half of the beta, because it was almost daily for a few hours at a time, which kind of sucked. But when I did get to play, it was a whole lot of fun. There's a couple things in there that I heard a lot of people complaining about, like flinch, because there's no toughness, but I think that they're going to be reducing that. People like to complain about rejack and how overpowered it is, but if you think about it, it's really not, because if they would have paid the slightest bit of attention to the person I'm killing, it's pretty easy to kill someone that's been using rejack. All the guns seem pretty good. I think even after the Razorback patch that they claimed they did, that I didn't really see a difference in it, and it still kind of straight shredded people. And it was unstoppable, especially if you got into a gunfight. You weren't capable of winning. I feel like grenades do need nerfed a little bit. I know a lot of people like it, but I don't enjoy being blown up by a grenade to where the icon does not even show up on my screen and it still kills me. That shouldn't happen. Concussions shouldn't completely blind you like a flashbang, and flashbang shouldn't completely stun you like a concussion. So I hope they kind of fix that, because they're basically the same thing. The maps, I feel like when it came to the map Hunted, too many head glitches in my opinion. It wasn't fun. Every time you try to run around a corner, you got shot by someone in a head glitch, which is pretty infuriating. So you basically had to play the camping game with them in order to do good. But very beautiful map design. It's a nice map design. It's just the way people played made it not fun for me. Combine by far was my favorite map, because it was the smallest, obviously, and obviously it being the smallest, it was the fastest paced map, which I enjoy fast paced because more kills, more fun, more streaks, more points. Evac, it was alright. I didn't like the map design as much, but I definitely liked it as far as gameplay goes more than Hunted, because Hunted was just, it gave me a headache playing against people on there because of the head glitches. And now how I feel about what's been going with the PC beta files, I feel like people are just, it's not cool to do that. Like, why go into the files and pull out information and share it with people if Treyarch did not want that to be shared out yet? Like the zombies icons and level and prestiges and all that, or the classified guns, or the possible Nuketown return. Like, why share any of that out? Why couldn't you just wait a couple months to find out? Like, honestly, when you think about it, the game really is not that far away from our grasp. It's not that far from being able to play the finished version. Like, why be a dick and ruin that for everybody? Not to mention, I guarantee you, whoever the guy was that shared it all on YouTube like an idiot is probably going to be in a whole lot of financial trouble for doing that, because obviously it's not legal to hack into people's things or files without permission. So yeah, I feel like that's a tad bit ridiculous. I kind of felt bad for some of the Xbox people where their codes weren't working for the first day or so, because I don't feel like the beta is going to be extended for those guys, because, you know, Microsoft isn't the one that's the big honcho for Black Ops 3 because, you know, Sony got that Cadro now, bruh. Yeah. As you see, using that RX-7 with the cheesy camo I made just because, yeah, that was another thing actually, the camo editor. There's times when, like, even if you tried to make a camo, it wouldn't let you, like, the icons and patterns and all that you're trying to put on and didn't show up. Or even if you did make a camo, it only appeared for a game or two and then disappeared. So I felt kind of bad for anyone who actually put a whole lot of effort into making sweet looking camos but didn't actually get to use them because they kept bugging out. So as you can see, I didn't really care to try to make a camo because, one, I was trying to get as much game time as possible, and it was frustrating to actually try and then have it disappear. So I said, yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with it. I wish that they would have threw the emblem editor in there rather than the camo editor, because I love making emblems. I love trying to make sweet emblems, you know. It's cool doing it on the gun, but you can't really see it on the gun. Like, this isn't like Counter-Strike or anything where you can F it, and so you can inspect your gun and see what it looks like, or even like if your teammate had a camo on his gun and he was holding it, you couldn't look at the gun and see the camo. So yeah, that was kind of frustrating. But however, even though it was kind of frustrating seeing somebody leak the supposed zombie icon stuff, it was cool to see. It was cool to see. It was exciting to see, but it was irritating to see. I thought the icons looked not as good as the ones of Black Ops 2, but obviously it's the ranking system going to be completely different in this. And so I'll be interested to see how XP and all that works in zombies, because I don't quite understand how that works. There's a supposed rumor of a game mode where you can play as a zombie. I don't know if that's going to be like Turned or whatever it's called in Black Ops 2, but if it's like that, I won't even bother trying to play any of that because I thought Turned was pretty lame. It's pretty much gun game zombie mode in my opinion. And so yeah, that was kind of boring to play. The M8A7 in this game was it was amazing, honestly. It was by far the most fun gun to use in this game. It was the most dominant. It was the easiest to use if you had good accuracy. I mean, look at that. I just dropped that guy in a burst. Just one burst. I did that a couple times, actually. I just shoot one burst at the same guy and he just drops. Now, let's talk about some of the specialists. When it comes to specialists, by far off the gate, Sparrow was my favorite. Using that bow was great. The bow was awesome. I got a couple quad feeds, triples, you know, like collapse and all that with it, which I wish I would have saved to make like a montage or something for my viewers, because that shit's pretty awesome. Like seeing somebody's body combust into 1,000 pieces after being exploded by a bow, it's just pretty awesome. Vision pulse for Outrider, if you watch my last video, you'd know that I did not like that at all. I don't like the thought of people being able to see me through walls because, like, why? This is Call of Duty. They don't, if you're not good at it, don't play it, you know, or just play to have fun. Don't use something that shouldn't really be in the game, in my opinion. Gravity spikes, that's like some Goku getting pissed off at the world, body slamming himself on the goddamn ground stuff right there. I did not like getting killed by that at all. It was like the exact same thing out of Destiny. You know, you play Destiny. If you ever play Destiny's multiplayer, and I'm not trying to compare. I don't like comparing games because it's not really cool in my opinion. But if you ever play Destiny's multiplayer, it's literally the exact same thing. You know, someone gets their specialty, they just freaking ground pound you, and you're like, oh, okay, well that's cool. I died and didn't even get a chance to save myself. And then whatever his was, the speed boost thing, I didn't even mess with that because I mean, running quicker for a second or two just seems useless for me. At least in Demolition, which is my favorite game mode. Capture the flag or like uplink or something like that, it'd probably be one of the better ones, but I didn't really care for it. And I can't remember the Annihilator. I can't remember what that girl's name is, but yeah, she had the Annihilator. That thing, I didn't enjoy using it because I thought it was kind of lame just to use a one-shot pistol. It's kind of using the RW1 and Advanced Warfare, but it actually kills in one shot every time. And it didn't seem like the accuracy was actually completely there. I don't remember what her second ability was because I didn't really care for her at all. And then we get to Nomad. he had the reject ability, which I touched on earlier. I liked reject. I thought it was pretty well balanced. I enjoyed it a lot, but most people did not enjoy it for whatever reason. And then his special weapon was the hive. I didn't care for the hive. I thought it was kind of weird, but it was kind of frustrating getting killed by it, just because it's basically almost like a trip mine. What's the trip mine was irritating too, but you shoot a little pod out, and then that pod stays there until someone triggers it, and then a bunch of nano bee things come out and kill you. Thought that was kind of lame. Didn't really catch my attention at all. And yeah, a lot of people enjoyed it though. Quick disclaimer, I cut that because I got a quick connection interruption, even though it was really like 45 seconds long. Yeah. Let me know if you're not enjoying the commentary, if you even made it this far though. I'm trying to actually make it throughout most of my videos. This is a pretty long video. I think it's about 14 minutes long. But as I was saying, Nomad, thought he was pretty cool overall, except the hive was kind of lame in my opinion, but it was a pretty interesting thing. And then we get to the Reaper. The Reaper. Oh wait, before we get to the Reaper, let's talk about Tempest, or whatever that guy's name is. But the Tempest weapon, that thing, don't think it's being multiplayer at all. It's basically the Wonder Waffle, except you spam it at people. It's actually literally the Wonder Waffle re-skinned, basically. So you shoot somebody, if you charge it up, if their friends close to them or their teammates close to them, the electricity spreads from them to that person and so on and so forth and keeps going. Which is it's pretty OP in my opinion. The fact that you can spam it's a tad bit ridiculous. And then you have the glitch. I know a lot of people didn't like the glitch either. I don't know why. I never really saw anybody using the glitch. And if you have a decent memory, you'd have an idea of where somebody was 3 seconds ago or however long ago it was that they were at. That didn't really make sense, but whatever. But back to the Reaper. The Scythe. The Scythe. Oh my god, let me tell you, I loved using the Scythe. I know a lot of people I didn't get a chance to use it, hated it, but that's because they did not get a chance to use the Scythe. That thing is awesome, because there wasn't a Death Machine score streak or anything in this game, which I loved using the Death Machine in Black Ops 2. I loved the Death Machine. It's a pretty cool thing in my opinion. Pretty sweet thing, you know. That thing, it is OP, don't get me wrong, it's OP. If you get into a gunfight, you're usually not losing, because it's basically 0 to 100 real quick. And then, I can't remember, it's called Psychosis or whatever his special ability is, where they turn into like 4 people instead of 1, which that thing irritated me a lot, honestly. I don't enjoy the fact that I'm shooting at a clone instead of an actual person, so I'm just wasting ammo and wasting my own time trying to find out who's the real person. Except at the same time, a lot of people weren't smart with it and would start jumping or sprinting, because if you look at the clones of that person, they don't use their thrust pack or anything. They just run or walk rather. And then what was the last guy's name that we got to use? I can't remember what the last guy's name was, but it was like the assassin guy, and his thing was the Ripper. I did not enjoy the Ripper at all. Like, it's just lame in my opinion. It's basically a commando knife that you have to target someone before. You basically have to sneak up on them. And then he had the invisibility, which was pretty lame in my opinion too. But yeah, this gameplay is winding down. I hope you enjoy the video. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish. But
Outrider neutralized.
Black Ops, mark up another win.